cover England, and then because Les is also from America, she can cover them as well. So it just makes it a bit more diverse, and then we come to the we talk about the problems and what the solution can be. I think we have very similar line because we're all from Asia. We have similar strict line actually. I think in England, I was grown up in Bangladesh myself, but England I've been here from 1981. I was about 11 years old, came in this country. I've been to the state school. I mean, in this country, they don't beat. They allow you to do everything, as long as you don't damage anything, or you can express yourself. You know, and they are doing well as well. They are doing very well. Instead of hits and other stuff, they're doing very well. You know, you don't have to hit someone to do well. Yes, there are other people that are not in the right track. We agree with you. But if you see the universities, if you see the scientists, and you see the people in this country, majority they are educated. Almost everybody educated in this country. So I can say in same with India, they're very strict, like in India too. And you know, like in India, they just choose a line for the kids and they have to do it. It's almost like you have to do, you've got no choice anymore. Either you become a doctor or engineer or something big, massive. So I don't know about America if you want to share, but in this country, we have other problems too. So we'll go into that problem about the kids. So we're trying to bring something very positive out, like from the Asia and the US and here, and then see what's the solution. We don't have any perfect one, but we talk about it. Would you like to share just to get US in it, just to say how they do it?
Yeah, well, I feel I was privileged, I think, to have a great schooling experience, and I acknowledge that not everybody in America, it's a very big country. Some kids who live in inner city places or in poor country places don't have great schools or great opportunities like I had, certainly. But I feel fortunate that I feel like I had teachers who really pushed me to learn to think as well. It wasn't just you need to memorize X, Y, and Z and pass your test, but it was I want you to learn to think critically about this subject, and can you take it apart and see what the argument is here, so that then if you hear something on the news, you can do the same thing. You can say, oh, what's his argument? Can you take it apart and not just learn to spit back whatever the teacher has answered to you, but learn to think? And I think equally, I had teachers and other mentors in my life who were not just concerned about my academic growth, but they were also concerned, I think like you were saying, about developing people with time for themselves to know themselves. They were concerned that you grew as an emotional human being, or that you learned how to get on with your peers, or psychologically, like there's more to life. And they talk a lot in America about being sort of a well-rounded person. So like when you apply to university, actually, they don't just look and say, what were your academic grades? Those are quite important and you need to have good scores, but they also want to see, well, were you a student leader? Did you help with your school? Did you volunteer in your community? Did you play an instrument or help run a fundraiser? They want to see that you're going to contribute to that university in the same sort of well-rounded way.
Fantastic. We have a text here, but I don't know if that goes with the children's. So can we leave that at the end?